Hello, I'm Capybara, and this is my Taskman account, where all progress is locked behind a task generator dictating its next goal. You never know what your next task may be, making every Taskman have entirely different journeys, with this, of course, being the journey of Task Capybara. Oh, would you look at this guy, AFKing a little too hard trying to get that big bass. I'm sure he'll be back any second, but in the meantime, welcome to my first episode of Task Capybara, and glad you're here. Now, with that being look at that. He's back. Anyways, we'll stop paying attention to this, and we'll do a little bit of an introduction. I'm Capybara, and this is sort of something I wanted to start up as a hobby of mine, something I just wanted to try out. I have been someone who's played Old School RuneScape for a lot of my life, and I love watching the YouTube community for it. Things like Taskmans with Tedious and Nooblet, Chunk-locked accounts, Limpwort, Josh Isn't Gaming, Verve, Chanceman is a great one with Qscape, Slayer-based ones like Vanica's and Dan Plays OSRS, 1,000-only account like Rarg, and of course you have those themes accounts like Settled is known for. Those are just a few of the things I love to watch, and real quick, editing Capy coming in here, if you somehow have managed to find this channel and haven't subscribed to any of these wonderful channels, please do. They have such great content. Now, with that being said, back to the old voiceover. I decided that it would be fun to try and play one of those accounts, so that's why I made this Taskman, to see how fun it is to play, and it has been a ton of fun, let me tell you. So right now, this is Task Capybara, and he's sitting at about 55% completed on the easy tier. Now, for any of you joining, this is a Taskman account, and it's a community-driven, self-restricted, old-school RuneScape game mode, where everything is dictated by a randomly generated task. You don't choose what you do, your active task determines what you do. So if you get something that requires you to do something that you don't have, there is an order already made. It's shop, drop, skill, and quest. Basically, if you can buy it, you don't kill anything. If you can kill for it, you don't skill for it. If you don't skill for it, you have to quest for it, well, you do the quest. Quest is the last thing you do, because quest bad. And this makes sure that all progression stays controlled, prevents any unnecessary unlocks, and makes things feel, well, important. Like, getting a 71 crafting grind sounds terrible on a main account, but if you're on this task account, you just unlocked your ability to get that upgrade, and that's huge. Now, one of the things you may see is that I am a group Iron Man, and that's just something I'm doing with a friend right now, and we made a few rules, things like you can't share collection log items, you can help group Iron Man on a task that is a team task, such as like the elemental giant bosses, raids, barbarian assault, and you can only provide non-collection items to each other that would be in the shop or drop section of the acquisition. So no avoiding questing or skilling grinds. So you can't just say that, oh, well, I don't want to make a blue d'hide body, you have a 71 crafting already. No, you have to get 71 crafting to get that blue d'hide body. And then, of course, as we went, we decided that there would be fun things to add, like a medium tier unlock, where sharing clue uniques to help complete clue steps were a thing. So if you didn't roll them in the easy tier, well, if your buddy got them, you can get them. Now, there's only 2 of us in this group Iron Man, and it's not a normal thing, so the rankings don't apply to us. We're just sort of doing this for fun. But if I get enough people that are here and enjoying it, I will switch over to doing a regular one and start over, because I think it'd be a lot of fun to start that journey as a group. There will be some growing pains and a few flubs every now and then, but I'm excited to do that with y'all as I learn to get this done. Since I did miss that big bass, I will just go over some statistics real quick. We caught a total of 1,335 bass, 2,336 cod, 635 seaweed, 322 gloves, 328 oysters, 4,111 mackerels, 51 caskets, and 708 boots. So we went a little over drop rate for this, but with statistics out of the way, it's time to roll our next task. Complete the task, 56%, and let's see what we're off to next. Bottom of Scepter should be a fast one. So to get that bottom of the scepter, it looks like we're going to be heading to Flesh Crawlers. I think we're looking at about a 1 in 33 drop for these, so hopefully it won't take too long, but if it does, get a few herbs along the way to help us out. Not too worried about that herb lore though, since we did go through the grind for Kingdom Divided and got that herb lore level in the easy tier. Even though it's a long grind and I destroyed the druid population, I think it was worth it. I mean, what, prayer pots, and I got a lot of prayer levels because I was using the ensouled heads as I got them. So I'll be going down into the dungeon here, and well, I'll see you when I get the drop. And there we go. Looks like we got the bottom of the scepter. That's going to be a nice fast one, and well, time to roll a new task. I realized that in our last roll I didn't explain what this is for anyone joining us who may not have watched any of the other task-based Iron Men. So this is our task roller. It shows us all of our tiers here. So we have easy, medium, hard, elite, master, and basically it's only going to roll from the task in the lowest tier that you have. So if I complete the easy tier, then it's going to start rolling in the medium tier, and so on. And if collection log slots get added to the easy tier while I'm in medium or hard in the future, it's going to have me roll those easy tier again, just so I make sure to clear out those old ones and don't have them mixed up with all the new hard and elite tier stuff. So it's going to be just between all of these. I'll do a quick little scroll down. You can go really slow in the video if you want to see everything, but I'll be doing a recap of all the tasks I've already done before this. So with all that, it's time to generate a new task. Let's see what we have. Hey, a piece of graceful equipment. This works for me and lets me fix a mistake I made earlier in which I forgot to get the hood before I got the cape. So it all comes out in the wash. So as I was saying, I did mess up in my last purchase. I spent 40 marks of grace to get the graceful cape, but I had forgotten that the hood cost 35. That's my bad. But hey, I'm a group Iron Man, so my rankings don't matter anyways, but I am going to try and follow the rules as close as possible for this. Now, with that being said, we're going to be here doing laps in Seer's Village for 35 marks of grace, and well, after that, we'll have that hood. Looking at my gear, some of y'all may be wondering what I'm wearing. One of those things that you can do to help yourself out early is in your early hunter grind, you can collect yourself some of the Kibbit fur. I have the polar one for this one, and you can use the polar camo top and polar camo legs, and that actually gives you some weight reduction early game if you don't have graceful. So it ain't graceful, but it does the job. Go. Let's talk to Grace here and get ourselves one graceful hood. There we go. Look at that. We are getting closer to having full weight reduction and being able to get anywhere we want. Now with that grind, we gained about 2 levels of agility, so pretty good. And well, I think that means it's time for us to roll a new task. Here we go. Honestly, hoping for something combat. Hey, easy clues work. Now, I did have a few easy clues in the bank from last time I did this stored up, so let's get those caskets. I think I'll stack about 10 caskets, and we'll open all 10. Our 10 caskets stacked. As a little show, we will have our clues on easy. We have 5 so far and 13 open. So let's see if we can get lucky and get all 5 in this 10, or if we go back to ham members to get some more easy clues. Okay, flared trousers. Was not expecting that to start this off. will be styling, and 2.5 mil bank value right there. I honestly was not expecting that. Dear God. Okay, somehow I've gotten that on my main and this one. Anyway, so there's one. Nothing. Nothing really. Oh, we got our second, the sleeping cap. A page we didn't have. Some boots and money. Nothing really. Hey, a bob shirt. Can't complain about a bob shirt. And the last of our 10, more runes. 3 out of 5 ain't bad, and I really can't complain considering I got the flared trousers this opening. So it seems like we're going to be going back to ham members and pickpocketing them a bit. And, well, we'll do some clue runs. Maybe this time I'll stack 5. Go, we have 4 more caskets. Let's get to opening. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No more uniques. Back to ham members. Let's see, how many do we have opened? 31. We'll do 9 more for the next opening, make it a nice clean 40, and see if we can get anything. Ooh, well, I have my 9 caskets. I was just getting ready for bed, and I think this will be a great way to end the night. So let's open these 9 caskets. We can wrap up this task and see what our next roll is. So, without further ado, here we go. Oh, there's one unique, Staff of Bobcat. Let's go ahead and open that up. Nothing. Oh, and there we go. That is our last of the uniques, so that should be everything. Let's check here. Tasks. And 10 of 10, so we can complete the task. Ooh. Well, we got a few more to open next time the easy clues come around, but until then, well, let's let the good times roll. Ooh, okay, Mogers. That's an interesting one. I haven't had that yet, so, well, that's a little mini quest we get to do. But, should be a pretty quick one. On a beach near Remington was a poor drunken man named Skippy. One day he found a poor old adventurer walking by and caught poor Skippy's attention. "Are you alright? You seem incoherent," said Task Capybara. "Incoherent? Incoherent? You with your fancy book-learning words, you'd be incoherent if you'd seen them. Those mudskipper are a ferocious, ravening, evil bunch. 10 feet tall, with muddy flesh and foaming white fangs. I tried defending the beach from them until one with its eyes glowing red with the fires of hell got me. I can't remember all the details, been drinking to forget the horror." As Task Capybara stepped back to get away from this crazy man, he remembered that a wheel told him he had to kill the Mogers. He took all the hangover cures he knew, a bucket of water, tea, and a hangover cure for a king, and threw them at poor drunk Skippy. Skippy, instantly less drunk, tells us they weren't mudskippers, but Mogers wearing mudskippers. Just throw some conveniently sold by every Slayer Master explosives into the water, and that's sure to get their attention. And with that, Task Capybara left. The end. So here we are with the quest completed. We cured a hangover and learned how to kill the Mogers after they helped us get a crab claw and crab helmet. So yeah, let's get to killing. Okay, that was really fast. Looks like we managed to get the Mud Skipper hat and, well, 4 kills. I guess it's time to roll a new task. Now, with that being said, you will notice I did mess up on the last time we got a task, and I accidentally pressed complete task before we did it. Now, it did put it back into the easy task because, well, I didn't actually do it. But it's okay if you do that, just press sync, and suddenly, it's up to date. Because we got the drop, so now it's time to generate a new task. Let's see what we get. An angler piece, so off the fishing trawler we go. Here we are doing the riveting fishing trawler. Definitely doing fishing, that's for sure. It's definitely fishing. Unfortunately, it seems I missed the last clip, but we ended up getting the angler boots on fishing trawler number 6 for this go. Doesn't seem like much, but that does put us at 39 total for 2 pieces, so we are dry. I was really thankful to get that one early though this time. And we did a new roll, and it looks like we're doing Giant's Foundry for some skilling and smithing, so can't be too mad about that, getting that out of the way now. So, see you over at the Foundry. And that'll do it for this episode. I did want to include this task, but actually I went on vacation and I actually did a lot of filming on my laptop without any voiceovers. So instead of including that at the end, I'm going to throw that in with the rest of those clips from that vacation when I do the voiceovers afterwards. Next time we will be going to the Giant's Foundry and going for the double cannon mold. For those of you who have stuck around, thank you so much for watching this. I hope to make more and I hope to continue this journey, and if I get enough views, possibly start over and do one from scratch so everyone can join along on the journey and maybe do some more game modes. Until then, thanks for being here and have a good one.